American, I hope, will be able to hear your testimony today and will watch the videos. The videos show the unbelievable violence and the inexcusable and intolerable cruelty that you all faced, and people need to know the truth.
Hey there, guys. Welcome to the channel. So, I really don't make much of a point of talking about January 6th on this channel. This is a channel that I mean for reasonable, critically thinking people. And all of those people, everyone who fits that parameter, we all know more or less what basically happened on that day. And we also know that it's one of those moments in time that has been so incredibly masterfully used by the propagandists that people either know the truth or more accurately, we know what is not the truth. But some people are so intellectually demoralized that they really can't help themselves but to believe literally to their bones that what they saw distilled for them on their TV that day was an insurrection. It doesn't matter to them that no one was armed, and it doesn't matter to them that of the thousands and thousands of federal charges that have been levied on citizens since that day, not one has actually been for the crime of insurrection. But anyway, with all that said, there are still some people that can be helped with some new information. They're fewer and fewer every day, but those people are out there. And for those people, I have found two really, really amazing videos that I've never seen before, and I think they question the peddled narrative just about as well as anything I've ever seen. But before I show those guys, thank you so much to everyone that's been subscribing and leaving such great comments. Really do appreciate the support. And if you haven't already, guys, help us to continue to grow. Like, comment, subscribe, most importantly, share the channel. It really does help, and it really does mean a lot. So just remember before you see this, your government, and especially the January 6th committee, they did not want you to see these videos. And the media was either completely culpable or they were completely incompetent. Probably a little from column A, a little from column B. But they did not dig into these things. They did their best to literally peddle the narrative almost as it was directed to them is what it feels like. But have a look at this first video. Yeah, so this video shows that at least one of the entrances, right, what we've been told we're seeing is just not true. We've been told that these people are forcing their way in, when in reality, they're getting some help from behind. They are literally being pushed into the building from at least this one guy right here, right? A guy that is wearing some sort of earpiece. Now, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's nothing, but there aren't many people in the crowd jamming their tunes like they're at the gym. So at least that's a little bit suspect to me. And on top of that, you've got this lady literally pleading with the guy to stop pushing her into the building and then accusing him once they're inside of pushing her in there. So why? Why would a guy wearing a random suspect earbud be pushing anyone into the building? Well, here it is on this video. I believe we deserve some explanation, at least an attempt at an explanation from the people that told us that these people broke in and barged in. They didn't tell us that they were pushed in. So why? I would guess that this guy has some sort of motive, obviously, maybe part of some sort of organization that stands to gain from things spinning out of control. I don't know. Now, obviously, without knowing who the guy is, that's basically impossible to know. But I believe that law enforcement could figure it out pretty quickly if they wanted to figure it out. So, was this guy government, or was he something like a Proud Boy? Was he Antifa? Who knows? And has he ever been charged? Obviously, there's more questions than answers here, but some really, really good, really, really important questions. Let's have a look at the second video that we found.
Do not go in there.
So, wow, I mean, what the hell is going on here? You know, why is there another guy, another still identified, uncharged man, wearing basically the exact same earpiece, tearing out freaking windows and clearing the way for an otherwise stationary crowd to go through the window? And then when someone who actually has been charged with crimes, who, you know, has had their life literally turned upside down, tells the guy to stop, pleads with him to not go inside the building, not to go in the Capitol, earpiece guy assaults him. You know, what the hell is going on? And who is that guy? Why doesn't anyone care? Could be Antifa, could be Proud Boys, could be government, could be a MAGA Trump supporter. I don't know. You know, did he come off a ghost bus? We don't know. And that is the exact point of all this. Years later, tons of minds brainwashed, and we still don't know. But the fact that it hasn't been investigated or even disclosed before this moment, I think that paints a pretty clear picture, if you ask me. That's just my opinion. And the picture is that the government and the media, they do not care. They don't care what the truth is. They don't care about doing their jobs because, you know, they were afraid it would, I think they were afraid it would lead them in a direction that did not fit their narrative. They knew that it would lead them in that direction, you know, or at least it would cause them and others to ask questions that just didn't fit, right? It's just so much easier to just throw a giant MAGA blanket over everything and tell us that every single one of those people was an evil right-wing Trump supporter. You know, and none of this points to that, honestly. You know, these videos and many others that are leaking out, you know, they point to a different possibility, at least, you know, that some organization was going on here. Something organized was happening. And the people on January 6th, the Trump supporters, they didn't seem all that organized, if you ask me. But like I've said before, it is impossible for us to know. You know, someone can figure it out, you know, but without those people looking into it, we'll never know. And every time I see one of these videos, man, I get more and more angry that the January 6th committee even existed in such a partisan way, like in the way that it existed, completely partisan, completely directed, literally just putting on a show, showing us, you know, only what they wanted us to see, only things that would completely fit their narrative. You know, they didn't care at all about the truth. They didn't care about the truth. They only cared about control. I don't think that's changed. You know, and the same goes for the media machine. That's all they cared about. You know, they cared about selling advertising space and they cared about control. They did not care about the truth. The truth probably wouldn't sell. And, you know, probably the same goes for the federal government as a whole. You know, I'm really hoping that as these videos start trickling out, you know, maybe it will create so many questions from so many of us that they have no choice but to pay attention, but to do their jobs, but to look into it, but to tell the truth. But we'll see. I doubt it, but that's my hope. Guys, that's just my take. I thought you guys deserved to see these videos. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, guys, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. And we'll see you in the next one.